What up? It's the big step of the well-known flex to the girlfriend. Yeah, you know the rest. And I just jumped off the porch with Daddy Glove Bastard.
Yeah. Talk to me nice, so don't talk to me twice. I've been in my bed. Paranoid, I got
We have the Toosii here off the porch. How are you feeling today?
I feel good. How are you?
I am feeling really good. So I know you're here in Atlanta. What have you been working on while you're out here?
Press roll. You know what I mean? Press run. Been doing straight interviews.
How many times have you been out to Atlanta?
I can't even count, for real. I've been coming here since I don't know how old. I've been here too many times.
So what's like your favorite food spots whenever you come out here?
I like Busy Bees. But they just shut. What was the name of that place? Rocco's or something like that? Rock South.
I heard of that, Rock South. A lot of people told me it's good.
Yeah, Rock South. I just seen that one, so I'm gonna check that out.
You be going to the clubs or anything while you out here?
I don't do clubs.
Really?
Nah, I might go to like the little hookah bar, Zara or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might go there. But that's it.
So getting into your background, you lived in Syracuse, New York. Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you were there till you were 13 and then you moved to North Carolina. So you got both dynamics of the North and the South. Mm-hmm. How would you say that played a part in your music?
Well, shit, so like I'm from Syracuse, and then I had moved to Raleigh when I was like 13. Like, you know what an Arnold Palmer is? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm like an Arnold Palmer, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I consider myself to be. Like, New York, like fast paced, and then down south a little bit slower, so. Yeah.
How was that transition from you going from super fast paced to a little bit slow?
I was able to adjust, you know what I mean? It's basically like being in a car and you slowing down. Like, I was able to adjust. If I was going from slow to fast, that would have been a little bit harder, but I went from fast to slow, so I was able to adjust.
So how would you describe the current rap scene in your hometown?
Gritty, feel me? Like, we all come from nothing. So like, I don't know, like, it's a lot of artists from my hometown though who like deserve that recognition though.
So outside of yourself, do you also listen to like the local talent that's in your city as well?
Yeah, for sure. We got a lot of local talent. Like, who we got from back from Raleigh? We got well, not Raleigh, but like North Carolina, like and Syracuse. We got Chris B in Syracuse. We got Scory in Syracuse. A few others in Syracuse. There's so many artists. We in Raleigh, in North Carolina. We got 83 Babies, Fat Sosa. We got Zay the Goat. We got all the social currency for real. Like, there's so many artists out there. We got Tia Corinne. We got, the list go on and on.
And you in specific, how would you say you play a part in that role in your hometown?
I don't know, I feel like I'm just motivation, that's all. I'm just motivation. That's all the person can be to another person, motivation. You know what I mean? And to the younger people, like a mentor. I mean, like, there still be certain times where, like, if I do get a chance to, like, I drive through certain areas, like, I gotta be a little bit more cautious now, be safe now, but I used to, like, drive through certain areas, get the kids money, like, all the kids know my car, like, stuff like that, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so with you growing up in the 2000s, who would you say were some musical influences for you? And if you don't have musical influence, we could just talk about who you was listening to.
Yeah, no, so I'm saying, no, like, I ain't have no musical influences. I had people who I had people who I liked though, like who I looked up to, like as a person, like I looked up to Nipsey Hussle. Like that was like a big influence to me. Like I was listening to my brother and my dad growing up. Like that's who I used to listen to when it come to music. They used to make music. So I never really used to listen to other artists, like, you know?
Oh, so you come from a musical background, so it was only right that you pursued music.
Yeah, so like, boom, like, but I'm the first one to really make it though. You heard? Like, I'm the first one to really make it, like, out my town, out my family, but like, my brother was close. He was close and he just gave me that push that I needed. So like, now we all really made it. I made it, he made it. Cause everybody know my brother now.
So how is that feeling to know that you like really made it out of your family?
It's a blessing, you know what I mean? It's a blessing, but you know, they say what you do ain't worth nothing until you do something for others. You know what I mean? So I still got some reaching back to do. It's a process. Yeah.
Now, going back to your background, I did know that 6 years ago you were homeless, and I did not know that. Mm-hmm. Did you have a lot of responsibility on you at that time?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like when my mom was like working at the gas station that she was working at, she used to work at a gas station, and we used to be out, like we used to be like sleeping in this motel. You know what I mean? We used to be sleeping in this motel and stuff, and feel me? I used to have to babysit and all that. Like I used to have to babysit my nieces and my nephew. I did that until like my sister got out of prison for real. Like, boom, yeah. Yeah, like so that was like the biggest like job I had, for real responsibility I had.
And what gave you the hope to know that it wouldn't always be that way?
I know life wasn't always like that, you know what I mean? So like, that was just the push I needed, like to know that life wasn't always like that. And like, it's a bigger purpose in life than what we going through now, feel me? Like, they say we die to live, you know what I mean? And that's the truth. Cause like all this right here to me, like this shit ain't nothing. This shit death right here. Like, if you ask me, we really dead. It's life after this, you know, so it's a bigger purpose. I can't trip on what I go through in this world. I might catch an attitude or I might complain a little bit, but I mean, that's cause I'm human and I got emotions and everybody got them. But it's life after this, so I can't trip what's going on in this world. So that was my motivation, like, to know that it's life bigger than this and I serve a bigger purpose, you know? And I always tell my homeboys, like, you know, when you go, like, what they gonna know you for? Like, you just gonna be another nigga like that was 21 years old, that something happened to, 22 years old, that something happened to, 40 years old, who, you know, you maybe, let's say you die at old age, but you die at old age, they say, he was a funny dude. Like, damn, like, all the years you been here, all they could say was you was funny, you know? So, nah, you gotta serve a bigger purpose.
So, have you discovered your purpose?
Yeah, I'm an empath. I like to help everybody else, you know? That's my thing, you know what I mean? My problems will never really be my problems be everybody else's problems. You heard?
And I know that your mom is a really big piece to you. What is it that she instilled in you that you will always hold on to?
My work ethic. My mom a working lady. Like, that's a working lady right there, boy. She don't stop working. That's my baby. That's like my best friend. You know, so my work ethic. I get my work ethic from my mom and my attitude from my dad.
Really?
Yeah, real talk. I get my attitude from my dad. My dad an asshole.
But you don't seem like you're an asshole, though.
Yeah, I don't seem like it. That's good. That's from my mom. For sure. I could be an asshole sometimes. I won't lie.
So what would you say it takes for you to just be like, ugh, get away from me?
Oh, it don't take nothing for me to do that. Like, you feel me? Take 5 seconds for me to feel like that. Like, I really don't like being around people. I love everybody. That's the crazy part. I don't like being around people. I like being by myself. You know what I mean? So, you overstay your welcome, I get the feeling like that. For sure.
So that means if you do have people at your house, what's like the max until you like, nah, you gotta go?
You ask them. I have people over my house and be in my room.
Really?
Hell yeah, they come over all the time. I'll be in my room. He'll come over, he'll come over, he'll come over. They all come over. He come over and he be doing shit in my house. I don't know what the hell he be doing. He come over and he be downstairs watching TV. He come over, he be on the laptop. I be in my room or I be on the game and they just be watching me. Like my house, really my house, the house that everybody pull up to and they just be chilling for real.
So with you being, I wouldn't say are you like an introvert, extrovert?
Honestly, I don't know what the hell I am. I never even really knew like what that was. Like an extrovert, that's like a person who don't like to be around people.
So introvert is somebody who doesn't like to be around people, and extrovert is you can be around people. But I know they have it to where you can be both.
Oh yeah, I guess I both. Cause like, you know, when I want to be around you, I want to be around you. When I don't want to be around you, like I don't want to be around you. So I guess I'm both for real.
And getting into your faith, I know that you do come from a religious background. Mm-hmm. How does your faith play a part in how you navigate through the industry?
Man, honestly, like I was saying earlier, like you gotta set goals for yourself, and try to succeed. You know, like when I set goals for myself, like I already know that I'm gonna succeed. You know what I mean? But my major goal is to succeed. Like that's my faith. Like I got faith that I'm gonna succeed. So like, you know what I mean? That's really how I navigate through everything that I got going on. Like I set one goal and my real goal is to succeed. And that way I ain't so hurt if I don't succeed at what I set for myself.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, if I don't succeed at what I set for myself, at least I succeeded. You know what I mean?
And I do know that you're also really big on prayer. What is something that you ask God for daily?
I got this tattoo right here. It said, pray for me. But I think I asked for, you know, what the typical person should ask for. Like, you know, for God to watch over you. Like every day I leave the house, I ask God to watch over me. You know, like yeah, I move with security, and all that. But at the end of the day, like, can't nobody protect me like the man above. So, for sure, yeah, I ask for protection. I ask that he keep me strong and keep the ones around me happy, keep me happy, and just show me the way and remove anybody from around me who don't need to be around me.
You need to get out of my head because that's literally like my prayer, especially with working in the industry. I always be praying for praying for discernment because I feel like that also really guides you throughout what you need to do in the industry.
Prayer big. I pray a lot. I pray like, I don't know how many times. I probably pray like 7-8 times a day.
Oh, do you ever be feeling like if you haven't prayed in a long time, you feel like unbalanced or like off?
Yeah, nah, for sure. But I won't lie, it's been so long since I haven't prayed. Like, I ain't feel like that in a minute. Like, as soon as you start to forget about God, that's when stuff go left.
I'm telling you, oh my God, you hit it right on the nail.
Yeah, real talk.
And in one of your interviews, you did speak on being an empath and how that comes with taking on a lot of emotions of others. How do you set those boundaries to keep yourself from getting overwhelmed?
Honestly, like when I get free time, I just take my free time. You know what I mean? Like my free time, that's my me time. Like that's what that is. So like when I get that, I just block the world out, you know? So that's all I could do. But when it's time to, you know, put that cape back on, you gotta go on. You know, Superman don't cry when he gotta put that cape on. So for sure.
And if I'm not mistaken, you do have it tatted on you, don't you?
Yeah, I got it tatted on the side of my face. I don't got no haircut right now. But yeah, I got it tatted on the side of my face.
And what made you want to get that tatted on you?
Honestly, Nipsey. Like Nipsey used to have a prolific on the side of his face. And one day I just had to ask myself, like, who am I as a person? Like, who am I? You know, what's my purpose? What's my happiness in life? You know, and my happiness is making other people happy. So, like, that's what made me like, all right, like, I'm gonna go do it. So Nipsey the reason why I got this.
And with it being Mental Health Awareness Month, what advice would you give to the younger generation about their mental health?
Man, I didn't know that. All right, so somebody did ask me that. Like, I've been getting a lot of questions about mental health awareness. I didn't know it was Mental Health Awareness Month. That's major. Honestly, I would say like everybody got it's pros and cons and everything in life, right? Who is it that kryptonite is like is it Superman? Like kryptonite, like boom, like all right, that's a flaw for that's a con to Superman, right? You gotta find like your pro. Like what's your pro? Like what's your coping mechanism? Like what help you cope with the things that you go through? And that's anybody with, you know, mental health awareness, like, and it's always more than one thing. Cause like in life, right? God put us here and he gave us like options. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, I don't know how deep people go back into life, but like in life, like God gave Adam and Eve, like, you know, an option to bite the forbidden fruit. And life, God placed us on earth with options, you know, so, you know what I mean? It's just like, you gotta find your pro, and it could be many options. It could be a lot of things. Like you ain't gotta resort to a bad thing. You ain't gotta resort to a negative thing. Your pros is your pros. So.
And I feel like also with this younger generation, they're growing up with social media because we didn't have it like that. So it's like, I feel like they're really hypersensitive because we have like TikTok, Instagram, and you got
It's a lot of tools around you to just self-destruct. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of tools around you to self-destruct, but life what you make of it, for real. And it's not even only with the young generation, it's with the older generation too, because we got 34-year-old men talking to 12-year-old kids, you know, and they don't even know they 12. You know what I mean? Like having fully blown conversations, but they know just as much as you from the internet. They'll talk, so that's the real issue. Like it's no line drawn.
So this might be an off-the-wall question, but okay, so later in life, when you do have kids, do you think you're gonna shield them from social media?
Nah, not at all. Nipsey Hussle said experience the biggest teacher. You know, there's certain stuff you can't protect people from because you gotta allow a person to jump in that water. Like, you know what I mean? So experience the biggest teacher. It's pros and it's cons, you know, pros and cons to social media. You just gotta let your kid know what the pros is and what the cons is. So.
Now let's get into your project that drops at midnight.
So.
Tonight. So it's titled "Thank You for Believing." Tell us about that title and what it means to you.
Man, I'm just thankful for everybody who played the role. And everything I got going on, like I'm thankful for the role I play with. You know what I mean? For the role that everybody played with, what I got going on, like, you know, my cameraman, my security, my manager, my mom, my friends, and my fans, my supporters, like, you know, like they play a big role. So like this a project for them. Like this a project for everybody who believed in me. So like tonight, we gonna turn up. And we ain't gonna turn up for me. Like we ain't gonna celebrate for me. We gonna celebrate for everybody else. My supporters, like all of them, like we turning up for them. Like this ain't even for me. I'm lit for them, cause if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be here. Yeah.
Now with this upcoming release of your new project, how have you grown since your last project, Poetic Pain?
You wanna know something? I ain't hit puberty yet. On my last project, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, I just hit puberty not too long ago. Like, so they say like men don't stop hitting puberty until they 25. I ain't hit puberty yet. Like, so if you would've heard me talking, like, a few months ago, my voice wasn't this deep. Like, I probably used to sound like a little girl, for real, for real. Like, it was 1 week, real talk, it was 1 week where I lost my voice. And like, when it came back, like I just sounded like this. Like, it sounds scary, like it don't sound real, but like this is really how it happened. You know, y'all voice changed like that? Did that shit happen to you quick? Like, when you hit puberty, how that was? You ain't just, I won't lie, I lost my voice like for a week. My throat ain't hurting or nothing. Like, I just lost my voice for a week, and when it came back, like, it was a little bit deeper, for real. Like,
so the voice just got deep.
Yeah, it's just happened. Like, I ain't always used to sound like this. Like, I was listening to some past videos, like, it was a little bit high pitched. It was like Love Cycle a little bit.
So do you feel like the sound of your music will start changing as you get older?
I mean, so like at 12 o'clock, you gonna see, like, it don't sound nothing like the past stuff, cause I can't do that certain stuff that I used to do. Like, all them, like, little high notes and all that, like, I can't do that no more.
The melodic.
You know, oh yeah, that's there. That's never gonna go nowhere. But like, all the way, like, like, I won't lie, some of it gone.
Now, what was the creative process like with this album?
Man, like, I locked in the studio, you know what I mean, with an engineer, like, for the first time ever. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to Zach from Blue Room. I locked in the studio for the first time, like, ever. Like, really being in the studio, like, locking in with an engineer. I locked in with the producers. The producers pulled up. They played beats. We worked on some of the beats together. And we just did it like that, feel me? Like, I actually locked in for this one, so.
So I did see the track list, and I saw that Mulatto and Key Glock was on there.
Yeah.
How was it working with them?
Man, so like, Glock, that's my dog. Like, feel me? That's big bro for real. Like, so we just locked in, and we was just in there making songs all day. Like, and if you know us, like, you know, we two niggas that, like, a lot of females like. So, like, I mean, all we could do is talk about what we could talk about. You know what I mean? So, and then with Lotto, they had sent her the record. I didn't even know, like, really she was gonna get on it. And like, the record was already done. It had 2 verses on it. They're like, how you feel if we put Mulatto on it? I'm like, shit, let's see, like, for real. They sent it to her, and then they sent it back, like, not too long later. I'm like, damn, this shit hard. Like, so, like, I won't lie, that's like probably like one of my favorite songs up there. Every time.
I cannot wait to hear that, because y'all two together,
that shit
listen.
Hard. That shit hard, I'm telling you. It's a vibe, like, that's really the song of the summer. Like, I tell you no lie, that's the song of the summer.
You getting us all piped up. We gotta wait till midnight.
Nah, that's the song of the summer for real. You gonna see.
And you just dropped your visual for your single, What It Costs. And I want to dive into that, because you had a monologue in the beginning, and you were speaking over your grandpa, like the pressures of going hard and the responsibility that you have on you. Yeah. I want you to talk to us about that.
Like, so, you know what I mean? I just, for real, I go hard every day. You know what I mean? I go hard every day. I try to, at least. Like, even if I wake up and I'm playing the game, like, that's still a part of my job, because I'm streaming. And when I'm streaming for 9 to 10 hours. You know what I mean? Straight, just sitting right there streaming, making money. You know what I mean? So like that, like, I don't know, like, every day I wake up, so like, I got this tattoo on my neck, right? Like, and a lot of us got it tatted, like, not all of us yet, but a lot of us got it tatted. It's a 2 times. And basically, like, you know how they say, like, when you sleeping, it's always somebody who working 2 times as hard as you. You know what I mean? Like, we them people. You know, so we was just talking about in the car, like, everybody, what we say? Everybody wanna be down with the, what we just say? Yeah, everybody wanna be down with the trend. But don't nobody really wanna live the lifestyle. you know, or working 2 times as hard as the next person. Like, you just want to be 2 times. You don't even know what 2 times really is. Like, it's us waking up, going hard every day. Like, blood, sweat, and tears for this shit. Like, real talk. So, like, I don't know. That's how I really just like, I be pushing through it, for real.
And what made you want to put all of that in the beginning? Because like watching, it was like you were getting a lot of things off of your chest.
Man, it was really an accident. Like, this nigga right here was recording. I didn't know he was recording. If I would've known he was recording, I wouldn't have cried. Cause I ain't no sucker. So if I would've known he was recording, I wouldn't have cried. But you know what I mean? Like, it's life. You know what I mean? It was the first time, like, we was in a moment where, like, all right, stuff was getting heated. And, like, I don't know. Like, I was getting to a point where, like, I just had to let all it, I was stressed out. I had to let that shit out. I mean, it felt good, though. It felt good.
Before we wrap up, what would you say are some goals that you have for yourself as an artist for this year?
Some goals I got for myself, man. Continue to get the consumers, the customers, the lovely supporters what they ask for. I mean, anything they ask for. My job just to make them happy. I'm living in their world, so I mean, I just want to continue to put out great music.
And if you have any last words and shout outs, feel free, the floor is yours.
Shout out to the whole 2 times. You know what I mean? Gang gang, we here. Know what it is. Shout out to, you know, my family, my mom, my manager behind you, Flip. Shout out to Drew. I mean, shout out to D. Shout out to Quick. You know what I mean? We here. Gang gang. And you watching Off the Porch, even though I'm sitting on the porch.
Yeah. Talk to me nice, so don't talk to me tight.